Hey, I'm Deanna Price, and this is my channel Shade Tree Stables, and today I'm going to do a video on what I feed my easy keepers. So I have an Andalusian gelding, and I have a Morgan mare who's in her mid-20s and a Shetland pony who is 21. And all of them get fat by just looking at food, so I thought I would go over what I feed them. This is the afternoon feeding, and I have some soaked beet pulp, and what I did was I measured out about ½ pound of dry beet pulp, and I added a lot of water to it so that it really soaks it up and gets puffed up, but also I like to get that extra moisture into my horses. Every horse in my barn gets wet feed. It may not necessarily be soaked like to soften the pellets, but it's at least wet. So to that soaked beet pulp I add about a pound of alfalfa timothy pellets. And this is for all 3 horses, or 2½ if you count the pony as half a horse. So then I'm going to divide that up. The pony only gets about a spoonful, spoon and a half of that, and then I divide the rest between my mare and my gelding. So this time of year, my Andalusian Gustavo, he gets to go out on 12 or 13 hours of pasture every day. So I'm not giving him any ground flax, but Magic, my mare, who had foundered before I got her, and she has metabolic issues that she doesn't get any grass. So she gets about a ¼ cup of ground flax. And it comes in a bag, and I just put it in those Tidy Cat containers because I like to reduce, reuse, recycle. You can see that in my barn hacks video. But with that ¼ cup, I'm gonna put a little bit of it in Chances and the rest in Magic's. And then since these horses don't get a lot of feed, it's all forage based, I wanna make sure that they're getting the vitamins and minerals that they need. So they're on Kiss Trace Minerals, and everybody gets a scoop, except Chance, she's smaller, so she doesn't quite get a full scoop. And in the afternoon, everybody gets MSM. And Magic, being older and having some wear and tear, she gets an herbal supplement from Wild Horse Products called No More Pain Plus. And again, I'm just reusing a different container because that comes in a bag. So what I do with all these products that come in bags and I put them in different containers, I just cut off the ingredient label or what it is, and I tape it to the top of the container. That way if somebody else is feeding, they know what's in there. And then I just mix it up, and Magic's you have to get nice and homogeneous, because if you get globs of the flax, she doesn't like it because the flax is a little bit gummy. So I like horses to have hay in front of them as much as possible. So all of these horses that I'm feeding right now, these easy keeper horses, they get first cutting grass hay. So it's very mature and it gives them a lot of chew time. That way I'm not giving them some very lush second or third cutting flake of hay that they eat in 10 minutes and they're standing there bored the rest of the day. I can keep giving them this grass hay all day long and they don't get too terribly fat on it. This time of year, since I'm out here all the time, I just keep the round bale out here outside of the paddock, and I can fork it over the fence into piles, and then they're moving a little bit more. In the wintertime, I will put a round bale into the paddock in a feeder with a slow feed hay net on top of it, but they do tend to get a little bit chunky over the winter because they are standing in one spot and eating. So that's why I like to be able to fork this into multiple piles throughout the day to keep them moving a little bit more. All right, I'm Deanna Price. If you like that video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.